So in today's video, I will show you how to make this interactive pulling card. You can pull open the curtains and see this city view at night with fireworks in the sky. So it feels like New Year. And don't worry, it is very easy to make. This pull mechanism is like the easiest one. So if you want to make this and give it to someone tomorrow, you can. Assembling and cutting this out takes less than 5 minutes. The thing that actually takes time is the painting. So if you do not want to paint this background, you can just print out a picture and use that as the base layer, and then just continue and follow the steps I show you to draw this window. I will be showing you how to paint this as well, so you can choose to paint or you can choose to print. Forward the part of the video that you don't need and continue the rest. You may have noticed the words Happy New Year are missing. I leave that up to you. You can put it wherever you want, or you can just write it on the envelope in which you're going to give it to someone. You can maybe write, watch the fireworks with me, pull open the curtain to reveal. It's up to you. So I'll just show you how to make this base card. Let's get started. Okay, if you are following the same measurements that I'm using for the card, then you can just go ahead and skip this part of the video. But if you want to make your own card with your own dimensions, I'll tell you the basic logic that you need for it. So you need to go for the center of it and then divide this in such a way that there are two equal halves and a bit to spare. So you need to make sure this is X. So you need another X right here. And then you need a bit extra Y to spare for the pull tab. You'll understand later. Draw the design of the arc. I'm using watercolor paper. If you're using a printed picture, you can print the picture and then come and do the same step. So I'll show you the size that I'm using. My paper is 5 inches and 3.5. I'm going to get the center, so that would be around here. Lightly draw a line. We need to draw the arc in the middle. So now I'm going to decide the window. So this much. I'm taking 2 on each side and just make a light line on that too. Take a bit below for the bottom of the frame. Now for the top part. And once again, this is depending on the size of paper you're using. I want it to be close. Now you can start by drawing the semicircle. Yes, then another line in here for the frame. Now for this part, a smaller one. We're gonna have 2 lines there. And now the outside too will be a thicker frame. You can just do it like this if you want. Just outline it with a pen. This is a waterproof pen. This is just a frame and it's not another line like this. That's going to be colored in fully. That's done and we will get to painting. You can skip this step entirely if you are printing the picture out. But if not, then you'll have to do this. You can paint whatever picture you wish for. I'm just showing you this as an example. So for the fireworks, I'm going to just put some yellows. Place it where you want the firework area to be. The rest of the sky, you make it blues and everything. So like this. And since they have shades, you can throw in some red, orange. It's colorful now. Now I'm going to complete the blues, the lighter blues. It has to mix since it's a sky. Below it's the city, so it can be dark. We need to wait for this to dry before we paint on the fireworks part of it. We're going to start painting the fireworks on. So for that, I'm going to use white acrylic. So I'm going to do one here first and see how it goes. just a dot and a few lines. I think maybe gouache might be better for this, but right now I had these pens out, so just using these. There's many ways you can draw fireworks using crayons or color pencils in a darker shade. So this is how the fireworks turned out. I'm going to let that dry and then just paint this part later. I'll show it to you in a different lighting. So this is the best I could paint fireworks. I've never painted fireworks with watercolor before, but as long as it looks good, you're all set. So once you've finished painting it, the next thing you can do is you have to make the top part of the card. So this will be the layer that goes over it. Okay, now as you can see, the card is 5 by 3.5 as we saw before. So I'm going to mark it exactly there. That's it. You can go ahead and either tear it out or use a scissor. So now this is what is going to go over this card, like so. Now we need to trace over and cut out that shape like this. Can you see? If you hold it against the light source, you can trace it out. So I'm just gonna go do it on the window right now. It takes too much time to get a phone underneath and do it with a light screen. So I'm back from tracing it out using the window, and as you can see, now I'll just cut it out. It's been cut out, and now we need the curtains. The curtains will be this same width. Need to measure. So from 1 to 6.5. This is 1. 6.5 would be here. Gonna just do that again up. And okay, so this is the length of the curtain that we will have. Okay, so this is the curtain length. So now what you need is the tab that pulls it through. So basically now this depends on your card length. It needs to be able to span this length, the exact same length here, and this extra bit. So I'll tell you how you need to measure your curtain if you've taken a different size paper. We need the curtain tab to be this size, and the pull tab needs to be this much. So this will be this distance, and this distance will be, as you can see, x plus y. So go ahead and do it that way. So for me right now, this is 2 plus another 2.5. So till here. I'm going to make it like this. Go ahead. I need 2 of this, so do it together. This is how it will be. I kept that part open on purpose so they can get a sneak peek. And this is how you will pull. But now I will tell you what you do. Place this. Just outline where this is. Just bring this out here. Outline it. The same. Because this is important for the pulling part. We need this. This is how you're going to glue it. Now for the glue, to be a bit above this since it has to slide smoothly. So draw another line above it and leave a bit of gap on all the sides like this. Not here, just leave some. So now you will apply glue. This part needs to be empty for the sliding. I have this very thin double-sided tape. I want to try using it for this. Yeah, I'm just gonna put glue on the rest. Okay, and there's one more important thing you need to draw. Draw a cutout like this. Don't cross over here, just this much. You need to cut that out. Okay, so this is what you need so that you can see this tab. Otherwise, it'll have to be jutting out. This is how you'll keep it within the frame. Glue on the rest of it. You use this, spread it. If you use a glue stick instead of liquid glue, that is also way easier if you want to avoid this. Place it like that, and now take this and go ahead and place it correctly like that. As you can see, you can reach this tab. Pull it this much out. Do the same with this one, and then just stick and just check it. Pull it in, stick, push it out. This is the basic, this is the most difficult part, and that's it. You're done. Now you just have to paint the rest. So once you've made sure this works, you can just pull this out. You can insert it. Just pull out the curtains, and we're going to color them. So I'm choosing to do a reddish magenta color, but I'm just going to color it with pink first. You can even literally just cut this out with colored paper instead of this paper. So yes, that's the curtain length. That's all. And now, so just do that. And then the lines. You can choose any color what you want for this part. I'm just going for blue. This is the part of the tab that will show on these cutouts. So just color in. Now before everything else, we're going to line that. So this part is done now. And now we're gonna just color the rest of it. I'm gonna make a wooden brick shaped wall. So let's just do that. So just draw straight lines. Okay, so now going to take some of this, just just randomly darken a few of them to color this entire thing. Make these lines a bit darker. Now we're going to just insert this. You can see, there you go. Lift this up slightly, pull it through it. Make sure to just leave a bit of this inside. That's why, so the curtains will be slightly opened up in the center like this. So that makes pulling it open much easier. Now there is one more finishing touch I want to do, which is why I kept these two pieces here. I'm going to draw a lamp. So start off with this, the top like this, and a lamp. Make the bottom like that, the stand, and just this, and then two lines in between. So make two of them. It's okay if they look slightly different, as you can see. I'm just going to outline it with this orange and then just yellow in the center. So now just cut this out. I'm leaving a bit of white around it because I want to make a yellow border for it. Well, usually if the lamp is on, the glow will be cast on the wall around it. But this marker, it will not show, so I'll have to do it on this paper. Not very accurately, but just a slight yellow border instead of the light reflection. So as you can see, it's got a yellow glow around it. Okay, so that's how it looks. If you do not like the yellow glow around it, you can reduce it. I'm going to just leave it as it is. You can paint the entire thing blue if you want. Some last minute touches. Go through this again. And here, as you can see, the black, I'm going to try with this pen so it covers it. You can just paint it or acrylic, but I'll just use this. So this is the completed base of the card. Just leave that slight gap since we just used 2 layers of paper. There's not much, so you'll have to put it manually in if you pull it out too much. So make sure to leave that gap, and there it's smooth. So now the only thing that's left is to write your greetings. You can write happy, new, YEAR, or if you want, you can write it on the window too. Otherwise, you can just make a separate small piece of paper with a banner design and stick it over this on top, Happy New Year, or just separate banners. So it's up to you where you want to write that. I just wanted to show you how to make this basic version of a pulling interactive card where you can open the curtain and see that nice view, and then you can close the curtain once again. Okay, let me show you this in different lighting. I will be back. So that's the base of the card. You can just write whatever you want and put it in the envelope.